Let's go back and see what else they needed for their ministry. Now they mentioned they want to have the video of their service show up on their lower thirds. All right. Now this is going to be unique because we've got a video here and we got our lower thirds here. So I'm gonna go back to Galatians to this slideshow. All right. So these are shows. When I go here, you'll notice that our show changed to show our green template that we created, and it has the scripture there, and it has Galatians chapter 5 here. All right. And it's the amplified version of the Bible, which is fine. When I go to a video, however, okay, I have to hit the play button. So, or I can go down here to show media controls, preview controls, and you can actually put in subtitles for one, but you also can put markers in. All right. So you can toggle your time marker. So I can go here and drag along in the video and then add a time marker right there. All right. And we'll just say start here. All right. So now I can turn that back off, those toggle time markers, but I can go back here and I can just select this option that says start here. And when I click it, it starts the video right there. All right. And so the video is playing, but they said they want the live stream audience to see it, and it's not playing there at all. All right. It's completely blank. This is what the audience sees because we turned off backgrounds. Okay. So in order to fix this, we've got to do something special. Okay. So let's do a pause on the video. I'm going to pause the video. Everything freezes. That's fine. You can always go back or forward 10 seconds if you need to. You can set the video to loop if you wanted to. And you can even mute the video from here as well. But we need to make the live stream audience be able to see this video. A couple options, right? You can do some editing to your show here. So we can say new section. We're going to call this video. And I'm going to drag this video under that section. All right. Now I'm doing all this behind the scenes. The audience doesn't see anything. All right. Everything is still doing what it was. In this case, I have it paused, but it would be playing or whatever you want to do. So I got that there. I can make an action that's tied to this particular section that changes everything. That's one way to do it. But I also can just make an action that just changes this setup, this style, right? So right now the style is set to where it automatically is going to make the backgrounds disappear. Just so happens that videos automatically go to the background. So it's not showing on the live stream. But in FreeShow, there's an option under the functions tab called actions. Under your actions, you can do all kinds of cool stuff. All right. So I say new action here. And we're going to do, I'm going to call it switch to, or switch for video. All right. All right. And now we've got this option here to activate it by a key press. And that's a pretty cool idea. There's also this custom activation. I can click that and it says activate when video is starting. That's what we need. We need to activate this thing when a video is starting. We don't need it to do something randomly or have to worry about thinking about it, right? So when a video is starting, what do we want to happen? We want the start action to change our style. All right. So change output style. So we're going to select that and we're going to select, it says active outputs. We don't want that. We want to pick a specific output because we're trying to change this live stream thing. All right. So live 2 training is the one we created and we want it to change to the default. Okay. When a video is playing, that's perfectly fine. Switch for video start is what I'll call this. All right. So now we've created an action for that. So I can close that. I need to create another one though. So when the video is done, we need to switch that output back to being the way it was supposed to be. So we need to do a new action. And we're going to say switch for video end. Okay. Custom activation. Absolutely. And it's got an option here that says activate when video is ending. Perfect. And so now this one, we needed to do something similar, but different. We want to change the output style. We got all kinds of different common actions here. Okay. But for outputs, we're trying to just change that. And I want to change the specific. So I select on outputs. I want to say, I want to pick a specific one and not all of them and not all the active ones. And we're going to go back to that live 2 training. And we want to make it go back to let's see here, live training 2 style. All right. And so this specific output right here, live 2 training, is going to go to the live training 2. That's our live stream training 2 that we created today. When the video is ending, that's exactly what we need. So boom. Now you might say, well, where'd it go? It's under the actions and it's here. Okay. I got switch for video end and switch for video start. And it's active when the video is ending and when the video is starting. We don't have to do anything special. It just happens when it happens. All right. So let's go back. And I'm going to go to here. All right. We've got everything set up. We got our background here. We got our talking points there. But keep an eye on this top right corner. We're going to do what that action was supposed to do. We're going to start a video. So I'm going to go here to the video. It's giving you a preview, right? And I'm going to select the option that we selected that says start here. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that and check out what happens. It automatically went to both of those particular, both of those outputs shows the video. I'm going to skip up to the very end of the video. Over here on the right, you can skip up to the end, and I want to see what happens when the video ends in 20 seconds here. And what we should see is it'll go back to the default with no background here, and this one still has a background to it. And they've got some credits there, which is great. And let's see what we get. All right, the video is ended. And if I go here, it automatically goes back. All right. So now we got all that taken care of. Let's go back and make sure we got everything they need. We got the live stream done. This is their typical service. They got prayer time, announcements, praise and worship, sermon, giving time. All right. Now, so prayer time and announcements, these are all like different sections. So I'm going to go down here again. I'm going to hit new section. We're going to call it prayer time. We're going to do another new section by clicking over here. We're going to go to announcements. All right. And these are just different things you want to put in your service to help you organize the flow of the service. Praise and worship, and then the sermon. All right. So let's go back. New section. We'll call it praise and worship. And this is what the media team sees. All right. It's not something everybody else is going to see. We got another new section. We'll call that sermon. That's done. And giving time, and then a call to salvation. So let's do those as well. Giving time. And another new section called call to salvation. All right. Now, these are all the different breakdowns. So I'm going to delete this one here. This was the one that was called video. We don't need that one. It's not necessary. So I can go to options. No, just right click on it. And we'll just remove that section. Okay. But our training show, we'll put that as if it was the sermon. So we're going to drag that down under sermon. The scriptures, we'll put those under the sermon as well. We didn't put any songs in, but for the point of this reference, what we'll do is we'll put in, for announcements, we'll put in that video, and then we need something for prayer time, something for announcements, or something for praise and worship. So for this, we can add some more shows. So if you've imported your shows, you can do that. And then they probably default into this songs category. So I'm gonna put in God, I look to you under here, and then we'll do holy. It's called Agnes D, but I call it holy. All right. So that goes in there. So we got our 2 songs here. And notice they've got their own background because I've already set them up. And this one here, this one doesn't have a background at all. So we need to add a background that we want. And so we'll pick, this is the Lord God Almighty reigns. Oh, this one is pretty epic. Maybe we do this one. Yeah, that'll work. All right. Now, you might say, well, that one has a blank slide. This is a really good way to have a transition before you play your music. So if I go here and we go to edit, I can do a new slide, and I'll drag this one down to be up under it. And so we got this new slide there that's completely blank, which is fine. But we want to make it have that same background, which is one of my story loop backgrounds. And I think it's this one. So we'll go here and put that there. And actually that's a different one. Oh, it's this one. And I can tell how long it is. It's 1:46. This one's 1:46. Now, remember earlier I showed you how to get rid of your conditions. That's how it works with anything. If you hover over the little icon, it goes red and you can just delete it. Now that makes it to where the very first slide is the one that has the background. Future Gary here, and I'm going to help finish up this video. So what we've got is we've got our actual backdrop set up. And you understand how I drag those in. You can add in your own slides for your prayer time. You can add in your own slides for your giving time and your call to salvation. And the way it will work is this whole idea of putting that slide first, it gives you that buffer so that the band can start playing. When I click on this slide, they can start playing, and it's just showing that. And then the audience is seeing a blank screen for now online. And then when you go to this slide, the worship team starts to sing and the lyrics can come up. So that's the benefit of having that blank first slide. And it also gives you a place to kind of put in all the different backgrounds and overlays. If you have any of those things, timers, you can apply those to that first slide each time, which is pretty cool. All right. Now, once you've got all this set up, the next step is, what do you do for the next week? So we got this one called 7/30/2025. If I go back, you'll see that particular show here. Or this project, I'm sorry. I can right click on this project and I can say, create a template. All right. And now I have a template called 7:30. I want to rename that. So I'm going to call this Cabina Church. All right. So that goes there. So now the next week, when it's time for us to make our new service and things like that, I can simply click on this project template and it automatically comes up, and then I can arrow to the right and I can put in the new date, which will be probably 8/6, maybe just a week later, whatever that date is. And I hit enter and it brings me right back into what I had, and I can drag in new songs. We can put in the new sermon notes. The prayer time, that's going to probably be the same. The announcements, that's going to probably be the same. Unless it's, some unique things coming up for this following week. But all those things can be added into this particular process and saved as a project template for to use in future services. And you don't have to really think about it too much, except for exchanging out songs and sermon notes. So hopefully you've enjoyed this, this series of putting together an entire service. And if you have any questions, please remember to put those questions in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video. I really hope it helped you in a major way. Now, at this point, most people would ask you to like and subscribe, and I think that's great, but my goal is a little bit different. My goal is to empower as many people as possible all over the globe. And there's one way that you can really help me do that, and that is to leave a comment below with a question, a thought, how this video may have helped you, or things that were left out that you still have questions about, and to share this video with someone just like you, someone who is looking for answers, someone who's curious and wants to grow. With your help, I believe we can build a community of people that want to grow together. So until next time, God bless.